Just to give you all an idea, that's the parking lot that is now underwater. That is approximately 20 feet away from where I'm parked. And not less than 10 minutes ago, that was all still dry land. So that's what these king tides are like. That water is just rushing and rushing and coming in, even with the wind blowing against it, blowing it out the other way. So that's what we're dealing with today here. And unfortunately, that's why this video is going to be so short. But hopefully y'all watch it anyway. What's up, everybody? It's super windy today. Weather conditions are not the greatest, but we're out here with some crab traps out in the water. I just want to show you folks that you can do this anytime, anywhere. If there's crabs around, throw some traps out in the water and see what happens. I'm taking you all along for the ride with me. We'll see if we catch any crabs today. Maybe we'll take them home and cook them up. Enjoy. Alright folks, this will give you an idea how high the tide is right now. Look at this. The dock that I'm walking out to is starting to get covered in water. Look at this. So the parking lot is starting to flood as well. So hopefully there's a few crab in the traps here. If I get 3 or 4, I'll be happy and I'll get on out of here. Let's see what happens. Y'all hear my squeaky shoes? Look at this. This is ridiculous. King tides and a nor'easter, and this is what you get. See, I've got 3 traps out over here. I've got one trap right here. Three traps, not traps, traps. And you can see the parking lot. Yeah, man. All right, folks, let's pull these traps up and hopefully there's something in them so we can get out of here. Nothing in that one. That ain't good. Hopefully we score on this one. Here, crabby. One little guy. We'll keep him and use him for bait. Call that redfish bait. Actually, you know what? Let me get him out of here. I don't want to cooperate. There we go. So you got a little male here. I was going to keep him using for bait, but I think I'll just throw that guy back. Let him get bigger. Put him over on that side. Maybe he won't come back into the traps. It's the one that caught us a crab last time. Let's see if we got anything in here this time. Nothing. All right, let's go check this last one. Now I know I said I was going to leave this one alone until I was ready to leave, but feels heavy. It feels empty. Oh well. Alright folks, well, this is going to be a super short video. I decided to call it a day. Parking lot that I'm in is flooding, as you can see here behind me. Even the dock that I've been walking over to get to this floating dock is pretty much getting underwater right now. So it just happens sometimes. Sometimes the weather doesn't cooperate with you, but hey, we still caught 2 crab. I'm going to put the video out just to show you all that you can do this with this super inexpensive equipment here. So please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Once we hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, we are going to do that with shard wire crab trap giveaway. If you want to know what I'm talking about, go back to a video or 2 before this one and watch the with shard wire crab lab tour video. You'll meet Harold Richard, the owner of the company, and he'll tell you a little bit about what he does, and you'll get to see the trap and the different colors that you'll be able to pick from. But once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're going to do that. So again, please like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully the weather will be better next time, and I'll see you out there on the next one. Yeah, folks, just to give you a good idea of what I'm talking about here with these super high tides, look at this. This is just for reference, this is the Butler West boat ramp out in St. Augustine Beach. You can see how high the water is. If you take a look here out in front of me, out where I've been walking, you can see that's all underwater. I'll pan over this way a little bit. You can see how hard the wind's blowing. I think it's blowing 18 or 20 right now. And that all over there is supposed to be dry land. So we're going to head on out of here before things get too crazy and I can't get my little car up out of here. Gotta love St. Augustine in the summertime. Just to give you all an idea, that's the parking lot that is now underwater. That is approximately 20 feet away from where I'm parked. And not less than 10 minutes ago, that was all still dry land. So that's what these king tides are like. That water is just rushing and rushing and coming in, even with the wind blowing against it, blowing it out the other way. So that's what we're dealing with today here. And unfortunately, that's why this video is going to be so short. But hopefully y'all watch it anyway.